Well, AEW turned out to be shit again tonight. Just like WWE is becoming shitty. Both AEW both WWE and AEW are unwatchable. Just like TNA is unwatchable because the return of Tessa Blanchard last Friday at TNA Final Resolution. I think that's what it's called. I'm the Godfather Soldier from Swimming, and tonight's my topic is called Dumb and Dumber in DC, aka Worthless and Wasted in Washington. I'm also going to talk about the liar that Logan Paul is, the big fat liar, the big bullshitter that he is right now. Later on, and tonight I got some since Christmas time is almost here. I'm gonna open up the show with a little bit of Christmas music. I'm gonna open the show with the song from the 1985 Christmas film Santa Claus the movie starring hold on a second, starring Dudley Moore and the late starring Dudley Moore and John Lithgow, and the late David Hudson plays Santa Claus. It's called "It's Christmas All of the World," sung by Scottish blue eyed Scottish blue eyed soul singer Sheena Easton from the movie 1980. Yep. So stick around. Right back. Let me get the music rolling. Break it down for my review. I'll be right back. Here's the song. And since it's almost time, just in time for Christmas. Christmas All Over the World by Sheena Easton, 1985. It's Santa Claus movie soundtrack. Stick around. I'll be right back. Christmas All the World by Sheena Easton, all you just heard. A 1985 college Christmas film. Santa Claus is a movie starring Dudley Moore, late Dudley Moore. John Lithgow, who's still alive, and the late Dudley Huston plays Santa Claus. By Sheena Easton. So let's get down to tonight's show. Break down how stupid it was tonight. And see, go down my little review. The name of the topic is called Dumb and Dumber in DC, aka Worthless and Wasted in Washington. And I'm also bringing you back Logan Paul, the liar that he is. Hold on a second. Cold. Yeah, terrible way to begin you start this holiday season. You know it, know that? It's holidays bash. Hold on a second. It's okay. It's Wednesday, and you know, ho ho ho, and you ho 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 know what that means. Sorry. Okay, we look at the death at the we with a look at the Death Riders arriving to the arena. We open the show with backstage, where Jay White addresses Moxley and his crew. He insists he insists that one man they do not need on their side is Hangman Page, alias Page. Appears all in the same, forcing the Switchblade to walk off. From there, we cut to see a set of promos from Darby Allin, Will Ospreay ahead of their Continental Classic match later tonight. Commentary runs down what else. Commentary runs down what else is to come tonight. From there, we go to ringside where Mercedes Moné makes her way out to address the crowd. We get a look back at the New Japan NJPW Strong Style Evolved event last week that saw Monet retain her NJPW Strong Women's Championship to find her next challenger in Mina Shirakawa. Out next is Anna Jay ready to challenge Monet for AEW TBS Women's Championship here tonight in our opening contest. And we get ring introductions for both women before this match gets underway. Here is AEW TBS Women's Championship match. Mercedes Monet defends against Anna Jay. Monet offers her a handshake to challenge her challenger to slap Jay in the face. And Anna goes after the champ, who backs up into the ropes and keep her away, and then takes Jay to the mat with a side headlock takedown. Both men are back up. Mercedes hits a shoulder tackle on Anna before doing a CEO dance to mock her. To go at it once more, with Anna being taken down with a trio of vertical suplexes from the champion before Monet climbs up to a frog splash, only for Anna Jay to roll out of the way. Anna Jay takes Mercedes with a swinging neck breaker for a 2 count before sending the champ to a corner before Monet fights back, nearly choking Anna Jay before hitting a straight jacket's backstabber for a near fall. Okay, so despite this, Monet takes the fight back to Anna with a knee strike for a near fall before transitioning to a modified chin lock. She finally breaks the hold by chopping Jay in the canvas before going up top for a Meteora and a couple. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's in the morning, okay?
It's cold.
Huh?
It's cold.
Room temperature. Alrighty.
I'm talking the
outside.
No, the bottle.
It's not cold.
Oh.
It's room temperature.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry about that, everyone. My mom was giving me my pill. So I was saying, in spite of this, Monet takes the fight back to Anna with a knee strike for a near fall before transitioning to a modified chin lock. She finally breaks the hold by dropping Jay to the canvas before going up top for a Meteor in the cover. The challenger kicks out as we go to picture-in-picture. Okay, picture-in-picture. Monet continues the attack on Anna Jay, keeping her challenger at bay as she switches between the strikes and the chin lock. Anna fights back to her feet, taking the champ down with a snapmare, but Mercedes responds with a drop kick for a near fall before going back to a chin lock while driving her knee into the back of Jay. Anna gets her feet, catching the champ by surprise with a jaw jacket before locking in a hold of her own. But Monet turns it right back around, leading to a running kick to the back of Anna. Anna holds her own as we get both women back up to their feet upon our return from break. Jay dodges a double knee from the champ before taking Monet down for a near fall of her own, with the champ hitting the corner for a breather. Jay comes in with a pair of kicks with one final rocking Monet before setting her up for an ice client slam every move for a gory bomb for the cover, but the champ grabs the bottom rope to stop the pin. Monet gets to her feet, but is caught with a kick from Jay, who looks for the Queen Slayer, pulling her to the middle ropes to clinch it in. Monet has nowhere else to go, but just before it looks like she'll tap out, she bites the challenger to break the hold She catches the challenger with a state mistake maker, but Jake gets the champ on her shoulder to force the break with a near fall. Monet gets back to it, but Jay gets to the ropes to force another break for picking up a near fall, but the champ escapes, sending Jay to the corner for a double knee strike into the corner as the champ brings Jay to the middle of the ring for Monet maker for the win. Winner pinfall and still still AEW Women's TBS champion Mercedes Moné. I'd rather call it AEW TBS Women's Champion, not just TBS champion. Renee celebrates her win as we get a reminder of the New Japan Pro Strong Women's title match against Shikara on January 5th before cutting away. We cut to a video from FTR who addresses that what the Death Riders did to them a mere days ago before saying they have not been cleared to wrestle for the rest of the year. They do promise that, however, that come January 1st, they will be there and they will fight the Death Riders, but they won't do it alone. Top guys out. Back at ringside, MJF comes out wearing a Hanukkah-centric suit to address the crowd. Well, he's Jewish, by the way, because his last name is Friedman. Making fun of Washington, D.C. and the Wizards for talking about the most important of holidays coming up, Hanukkah. MJF claims that Santa is not real, which will have the effect to be checked later before mocking the crowd some more. Wow, more on Jackass Freeman. What a Grinch you turned out to be to say some shit like that. Saying that there's that Santa Claus isn't real. You're trying to break the little kids' heart. Don't ever say that. You got some nerve. Hanukkah is all about giving and more on Jackass Freeman is feeling philanthropic and as he talks about a foundation he started. He says he's about to cry, sneakily putting the fake tears as he calls for the music start as he begins to before cutting the music. He says if we want to help this small child, we can scan the QR code on the screen to buy Roseanne pay-per-view. The code linking to payperview.com's listing for the show. In case you're wondering, to watch him beat Cole, he is better than you, and you can thank him later. You hear from Adam Cole on the screen, interrupting MJF to let him know that a meeting with Tony Khan has led to getting a couple of guys to help him make sure MJF doesn't run away, fearing that Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Cole remembers that he has one more thing to say, asking Max if he is kicking his ass yet. As we get a look at the ring where Cole is standing behind MJF, he goes on the attack until Max escapes the ring, making his escape up the ramp as Cole celebrates. We get a look at Julia Hart attacking Jamie Hayter on Collision before going backstage where Hayter has the message for her own Hart, promising her to give her a Cole of drink of Haterade at the fight for the fall on January the 1st, 2025. Commentary addresses Kenny Omega's coming up on January 5th as part of Wrestle Dynasty, hoping to see him back in AEW before we cut to a video package about the best about Machine's career. Back at ringside, Patriarchy heads down to the ramp as Christian Cage and Nick Wayne are set to face Hook and Katsuyori Shibata up next. Commercial break. Back from the break, the signal lights up as Hook arrives alongside Katsuyori Shibata. The pair heading down the ramp as we get a look back at the issues between Hook and the Patriarchy before this match gets underway. Hook and Katsuyori Shibata versus Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. We start things off with Hook and Wayne as they lock up, with Nick taking Hook to the mat with a slide headlock takedown. Wayne stays on the attack until Hook dodges a roundhouse kick, tagging in Shibata as Cage gets the tag as well. Goes on the attack here until Cage gets the ropes to force her to break. They lock up again, and Shibata takes Cage down one more time. Christian tries to catch Shibata with a kill switch, but the wrestler shoves him away before taking him down with a shoulder tackle. Cage gets back to his feet gets back to his feet with his cut feet, but is cut down with some chops by Shibata, who gets a near fall before tagging Hook back in. Wayne tries to intervene, but is sent out of the ring with Cage quickly joining him as Shibata gets tagged. As the Patriarchy regroups outside, Shibata sits cross-legged to stare Cage down before he gets back in. The only tag in Wayne, who is met with a red from Hook. After he tags in, Wayne gets to the ropes to force a break, with the ref distracted as Cage hangs Hook up on the top rope before we go to picture-in-picture. Picture-in-picture, the Patriarchy trades tags as we keep Hook isolated in the ring, with him in firm control of the situation as we come back from the break. Only to be met with a big suplex from the last ever FTW champion, sending him crashing to the canvas. Hook heads to the corner for a hot tag to Shibata, who sends Cage out of the ring before laying into Nick in the corner and culminating into a running suplex by the wrestler for a near fall as he goes from a cross-arm body breaker on the Prodigy. Wayne manages to get to the ropes to break the hold as Cage rushes in to intervene, only to be sent away by Shibata, who looks on for the PK on Wayne. Cage catches him on the ropes, allowing Nick to roll to the wrestler for a near fall. On the outside, we see Hook taking out Kip Sabian before Cage goes on the attack. Back in the ring, Shibata counters a Wayne's whirl into a sleeper hold, but a Mother Wayne distracts the ref, allowing Cage to take Shibata down with a kill switch. He leaves the ring as Wayne covers Shibata for the win. Winners pinfall, Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. Cage leaves the ring before calling Wayne to leave as well, as we cut to a rundown of what's to come tonight in Collision this Saturday. Video package. Chris Jericho talks about being the king of the world and his connection to New York City, ahead of defending the Ring of Honor World Championship at Final Battle this Friday. Video package. Bandito is set on returning to AEW soon, and he is the most wanted. A 12 days of deals ad for AEW shop takes us to a commercial break. Backstage, Mariah May asks Thunder Rosa why she lip shifter Gil goes from being a social worker to a pro wrestler before talking about how well she's done for a short time. He accepts Thunder's challenge for World's End and making fun of her father in the process. Back at ringside, Tony Schiavone talks about the Continental Classic match later tonight between Will Ospreay and Darby Allin for welcoming to the ring Ospreay's opponent this Saturday at Collision, Ricochet. Tony Schiavone addresses the change in look of attitude from Ricochet recently. He asks, didn't he look good before he is interrupted by the Hurt Syndicate's music? As the trio makes their way to the ring, Ricochet compliments on three of them, saying they all look really good before asking if they saw how he beat the brakes off the Commander, how he took care of Brody King. He addresses Shelton Benjamin wrestling tonight, suggesting they face each other in the ring, and before MVP says he saw all that before asking to see the business card. Ricochet pulls out a card only to be grabbed by the throat by Bobby Lashley as MVP tears up the card, saying nobody likes a kiss ass before Ricochet leaves the ring, and tells him to think about it as he heads to the back. MVP turns his attention to Shelton Benjamin, telling him to kill it tonight. MVP telling him to kill it tonight. Lashley and MVP leave the ring, with the latter joining commentary as the Beast Mortals heads to the ring for our next match. Continental Classic Blue League match. Shelton Benjamin 3-time versus the Beast Mortals 0. Shelton catches Mad Mortals with a suplex early on, only for the big man to show his agility and power to keep Benjamin at bay. Shelton goes back at it before the Beast sends him into the corner for some hard strikes, but a rope is interrupted by Shelton Benjamin sending Mortals on the top rope right into his little Beast before Shelton sends him out to the outside as we go to picture in picture. Picture in picture, the match goes back and forth between Benjamin and Mortals, with Mortals catching Benjamin by surprise, only to be taken out with a lariat by Shelton Benjamin to come back from the break. Magistral Mortals gets a near fall before Benjamin gets back to his feet to send Beast into the corner, only to be sent to the other side of the ring by Mortals with an uppercut. Oops, screen frozen. Let's go back to our hate when it does that. Screen just frozen. Hate that shit. Yeah, Kenny Omega's back. Yeah, Mortals with an uppercut. For an uppercut, Benjamin is not worn down just yet. However, fighting back to the ropes before the Beast takes him to the mat for a 2 count. Mortals gets to the corner, leaping off for the turnbuckle onto Benjamin for another near fall before hoisting Shelton's shoulders onto his shoulders, only for Benjamin to counter, taking the Beast to the canvas from his shoulder instead. Mortals trots back before hitting the ropes. But he is met with a thrust kick by Shelton. He falls with a set of German suplexes for the crowd, cheering him on as he lifts for a third good measure. Mortals heads to the corner, but is met with a running knee strike by Shelton, who hits a second knee. He has a second knee strike before rising the Beast up for what MVP calls for the hurt fall for the win. Winner pinfall Shelton Benjamin 6. He has 6 points. Lashley and MVP head to the ring after the match, beating down the Beast before the MVP calls for Benjamin to hit him with some more what the Hurt Syndicate does. He says this is what he can look forward to on Saturday, which brings out Daniel Garcia. Garcia knows the odds are against him after he goes in that ring, and he doesn't care because he thinks DC wants to see a fight tonight. As he heads to the ring, and he is quickly joined by Mark Briscoe to a pop from the crowd. The pair slide into the ring, only be leveled by the Hurt Syndicate. MVP hands the AEW TNT Championship to Shelton, who stands tall over the fallen champion Garcia as the Hurt Syndicate's music hits. Yeah, it was Hurt Business in WWE, you know. We get updated to Blue League standings after this match, and then a look back at what went down on Collision last week. Commercial break. Backstage, we hear from Ricochet, who is still confused about the Hurt Syndicate rescinding their offer before focusing on his match at Collision. He came against Will Ospreay against Will Ospreay. He came to AEW to shut the haters up. Yep, shut the haters up. And he looks to do what when he beats Will Ospreay for 3 more points in the Continental Classic. He is interrupted by Swerve Strickland, who says he knows the real Trevor and addresses his AEW in before reminding him this is Swerve's house. Ricochet fires back and by reminding him that Strickland didn't win the Continental Classic, so we understand Swerve will be mad when Ricochet does. He walks off as we cut to Toni Storm, Portrait of a Rock Star. AJ talks to Toni Storm about where she's been and what's happened since All In. Failing to get much of anything from Storm as he insists that she is only just made to this company but is excited to be here. The segment ends with a hug from Toni Storm before we cut away from the oddity that was. Toni Storm, Portrait of a Rock Star. Segment was crap. We go back to ringside where Will Ospreay heads down to the ramp for our next Continental Classic match in the Gold League. Out next is Darby Allin, and this match is underway. Continental Classic Gold League, Gold League match. Will Ospreay 6 times versus Darby Allin 3. Surprisingly, we slow start to the affairs here as 2 men exchange holds until Ospreay hits the ropes, quickly bringing up the pace. Darby dodges the attack, countering for a near fall until Ospreay gets to his feet to a pop from the crowd. The action ends up into the corner as Darby builds up momentum with a net breaker off the turnbuckle before charging toward Ospreay, who sends Allin to the outside. Will sets up for a dive, but is cut off by Darby, who hits a dive of his own to the outside. He sets up Ospreay on the apron before going up top for a coffin drop, but Ospreay dodges it in the last second before forcing Darby to a collide with a corner of the apron before dropping to the near fall as we go to picture in picture. Picture in picture. Darby slowly makes it to his feet on the floor, only to be taken down by a dive by Ospreay, who stays in control of the match. Darby eventually beats a ref's count to get back in the ring, but is taken to the mat by Ospreay for a near fall. Will sends Darby to the ropes, protecting his back before bringing down to a standing position, only to drop him with a fist to get a 2 count. Darby is struggling here as Ospreay goes back to on top of things, laying some strikes followed by a chin lock as we come back from the break. Darby starts to fight back but is sent to the corner by Ospreay, who drops him with a cheeky Nando before going up top. Darby dodges an attack but is caught by a hidden blade from Ospreay, only to be fight back with a cold red off a Stormbreaker for a near fall. Both men on their feet as they trade strikes, with Darby falling into the Darby gets to go starts to fight back, but is sent to the corner by Ospreay, who drops him the cheeky Nandus before going up top. But Darby dodges an attack, but is caught by a hidden blade from Ospreay to fight back with a cold red and off a Stormbreaker for a near fall. Both men are on their feet as they trade strikes, with Darby falling to the mat off the chop from Ospreay. Will brings him back up for another chop and another for good measure, but Darby won't go down just yet. Darby fights back, hitting a Magistrato for a near fall. Ospreay responds with a thrust kick, but Ospreay evades a Oscutter before hitting a springboard coffin for the cover, but Ospreay kicks out. The two make their way to the corner where Ospreay sets Darby up on the turnbuckle. Darby fights back until Ospreay stops him, setting up for a style clash from the apron to the floor. Both men are down as we get to a replay, and Ospreay is favoring his knee from the impact as of the move as the ref begins the count. Ospreay gets back into the ring as the count reaches 6. The crowd chanting, "You killed Darby," as he reached 9. Darby leads him to the ring. Ospreay catches him, however, getting a near fall before looking a Stormbreaker. But Darby counters into a Scorpion Death Drop. He goes up top for a coffin drop and another one for a good measure, getting the pin and the win over Will Ospreay. Winner by pinfall, Darby Allin. 6 points. There is no time for celebration. However, Claudio Castagnoli, who some of you know as Cesaro from WWE, makes his way into the crowd to stare down Darby Allin ahead of their Continental Classic bout on Collision. We cut to a video hyping World's End, and go to commercial break. Back from break, Death Riders are at ringside ahead of our main event as Jay White makes his way out next, quickly followed by Orange Cassidy, who shows some respect to someone dressed in kind of in the front row. Rounding out the competitors is Hangman Adam Page, making his way down the ramp before the trio stare down the Death Riders. They discuss who starts off before this match gets underway. John Moxley, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta versus Hangman Page, Orange Cassidy, and Jay White. We start off with Page and Yuta, with Hangman telling Wheeler to tag in Mox. But when Yuta refuses, he tags in Cassidy instead. Orange and Yuta go at it in the middle of the ring, and Cassidy drops Yuta before turning his attention to Mox. This distraction gives Pac and Yuta an opening to take control, eventually sending Orange to the outside before Mox gets the tag from Wheeler. Mox brings Cassidy back out into the ring now, looking for a pile driver, but Orange versus and sending Mox to the mat instead. Cassidy looks for a tag to Jay, who refuses, but Hangman takes it instead and goes off to the Raiders in the ring. Tag is made to you, who gets sent out with a fallaway slam, and Page leaves the ring to confront Rina Shafir trying to protect Mox. This gives Yuta an opening as he brings Page back into the ring, only for Hangman to tell Yuta to tag in Mox once again. The tag is made, and Jay tags himself in, and he wants a piece of Moxley himself. Page is enraged by this, leaving the ring and heading up to the ramp, and he gives this Death Riders an opening, taking their anger out on the Switchblade as we go to picture in picture. Picture in picture. Jay White is in trouble here with the Death Riders continuing to lay into him, with Claudio getting a sneak attack here. And there before we come back from the break. A tag to Yuta is made, who brings Jay up to his feet and to the ropes, forcing a break into the process as the crowd lets Wheeler know what they think of him. Cassidy is still on the floor as Jay looks for a tag, only met by Pac as he tags in instead. Pac to the ropes, but he is sent up over the mat with a back drop by White. Pac escapes with a urinage attempt, taking Jay down hard before laying into a flurry of offense. But a Switchblade fights back with a lariat, sending the trios to champ to the canavas. Jay hits a cutthroat suplex on Pac as we see Cassidy climbing to the apron. We see while Mox tags in for a sneak attack, only to be laid out with a DDT by the Switchblade, who makes it a hot tag to Orange Cassidy. Cassidy with a DDT and his dangerous kicks before picking up the mace, hitting the ropes for Big DDT sending Mox down hard. Yuta and Pac try to intervene before they're sent out to the ring, only for Mox to go after Cassidy and send them out of the ring before Page comes running back to the ring to get his hands on Mox. He sets up for a buckshot lariat, but Cassidy takes out Mox with an orange punch instead. This angers Page until Yuta and Pac come back in, leading a buckshot lariat Yuta and the Page runner from White to Pac. Jay and Page argue some more, leading to the AEW World Champion sneaking a roll up on Cassidy for the win. Wins by pinfall, John Maxley, aka Dean Ambrose from WWE, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta. Death Riders stay clear of the ring as Cassidy, White, and Page argue amongst each other. They reappear with weapons ready, but they are fended off just enough to make their Dynamite escape for the crowd as Dynamite comes to a close. Shitty, garbage, real stupid shitty night start of this little holiday season. The show was terrible. Completely terrible. I hate it. Tony Khan is a Grinch, huh? So is Triple H, who's a Grinch. That's my review. Now I want to get to something that really is unbelievable. Now all of you heard me that about Logan Paul, who Logan Paul, right? Saying that he's a liar, right? Well, he lied, saying that he's not retiring because Triple H puts him as a full time on Raw. That's why I just heard today. Well, lying piece of shit Logan Paul is. We're doomed. Triple H announced him Logan Paul as the newest member of Raw on Raw Kickoff. Netflix. Terrible. Completely garbage. Now we're doomed. What a lying piece of shit he turned out to be. Can you believe it? All that talk about him retiring was all bullshit. What a good liar you turned out to be, Logan Paul. A really, really good liar. Can you believe it? Yeah. So, yep. Okay, now it's time for something I like to do. A lot of you know. It's time for let me get it set up right quick. It's time for Justin's timeline history of all the wrestling birthdays, wrestling history, sports, pop culture, etc. For today, December 18th, and yesterday's December 17th. Let's get down to business. All you hear, I think, is a theme from Back to the Future, one of my favorite movies starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. One of my favorite movies, man. Now let's go to yesterday's December the 17th, shall we? December the 17th. Okay. Yesterday was a happy birthday to Eugene WWE, um, former WWE wrestler. His real name is Dick Dunsmore. He turned 49 yesterday. And pop culture, 1984, CBS aired the Hallmark Hall of Fame classic starring the late George C. Scott as Ebenezer Scrooge on CBS, A Christmas Carol. Late George C. Scott Academy Award winner. 1980. That was December 17, 1984. 1994 on WWF Superstar on WWF. Wait on on WCW Pro. Hold on a second, see. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I think the American Dream, Natural Dustin Rhodes, who knows Goldust from WWE, defeated Ron Oaks. And on WWCW Worldwide, See, on WCW Worldwide, Arn Anderson defeated Leroy Howard. And on WWF Superstars, leading up to Royal Rumble, to 1995's Royal Rumble, the Million Dollar Corporation defeated Man on a Mission. Million Dollar Corporation Bam Bam Bill and Tatanka with the head DiBiase defeated Man on a Mission, Mabel and Mo with Oscar in a WWE WWF World Tag Team Title Tournament quarterfinal match. IRS defeated Phil Apollo. That was Bray Wyatt's dad. Adam Bomb defeated Tony DeVito. Henry Godwin. O'Godwin defeated Jobber. And British Bulldog defeated a Jobber. And on the same day, December 17th, 1994, on WCW Saturday Night, WCW Saturday Night, Nasty Boys defeated Bobby Hayes and Davey Young. Bunkhouse Buck defeated Mark Thorne. Jean Paul Levesque, we know, is Triple H. Defeated Scott Armstrong. Defeated the Road Dogg's brother, his Road Dogg DX friend's Road Dogg's brother. Alex Wright defeated Ron Oakes. Kevin Sullivan defeated Ian Weston. Harlem Heat, Booker T, and Stevie Ray with Sherry Martel, late Sherry Martel, got rest soul defeated Gary Jackson and Owen Horn. Avalanche, we know, was Earthquake from WWE, got rest soul. Defeated Doug Allen and Tommy Stevenson in a handicap match. The Honky Tonk Man defeated Scott Studd. Vader defeated Natural Dustin Far Black by DQ. Let's see. What else? December. See movies released on December 17th, 2004. Pop culture. Beyond the Sea, starring Kevin Spacey and Kate Bosworth, based on a story about Bobby Darin and Brenda Lee. Fire the Fiend, starring Dennis Quaid and Tyrese Gibson. And what other movie? December 17th, 2004. Yeah, Lemony Snicket is a serious Fortuna's event starring Jim Carrey. Yep. Yeah, that's it. See what else? 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 See what else? See what see for December 17th. Okay, 1994 ECW Holiday Hell 94. Smoking. Okay, Stevie Richards. Hold on a second. Stevie C. See, Stevie Richards defeated JT Smith by pinfall. Dean Malenko defeated Ray Odyssey by submission for the ECW World TV Championship. Chris Benoit defeated Hack Myers by technical knockout. 911 with Paulie Dangerously was Paul Heyman defeated the Pitbulls with Jason in a handicap match. Mike Rivera defeated Donnie Allen by pinfall. Cactus Jack with was W Hall of Fame Mick Foley, and Tommy Dreamer defeated the Sandman with Woman and Tommy Cairo with Angel by pinfall. Tag team match. Shane Douglas defeated Ron Simmons by pinfall for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Ron Simmons kind of got buried right there in ECW. The Public Enemy, Johnny Grunge and Rocco Rock defeated Sabu and Tasmania with Paulie Dangerously, Paul Heyman by pinfall for the ECW World Tag Team Championship match. And let's see, 2004, another wrestling. Let's see. See. Okay, tag team match: The Naturals and Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens defeated Johnny B. Bad and Sonny Siaki. Jeff Hardy defeated Bobby Roode with Scott D'Amore. Dustin Rhodes, Goldust defeated Johnny Swinger. Eric Watts with Scott Matthews ended in a no contest. Diamond Dallas Space showed up and gave Scott Matthews a diamond cutter and waited for Watts to come to the ring. Eric Watts failed to show up. Let's see, December, see. See, okay, WWE Tribute to Troops aired on the USA Network 2014. Tribute to Troops. It was taped on December 9, 2021 in Columbus, Georgia, referred to as on-air film banning. It aired on December 17, 2004 on the USA Network. The broadcast also aired on December 27, 2004 on NBC. The original theme song for the event is "This Is How We Roll" by Florida Georgia Line, who also performed live at the event. Hulk Hogan made a special appearance. The Usos defeated Gold and Stardust in a tag team match. Naomi won last by eliminating Natalia and the Santos helpers Divas Battle Royal. Dean Ambrose defeated Bray Wyatt by pinfall in a boot camp match. John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and Ryback defeated Big Show, Kane, and Luke Harper and Seth Rollins with Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, J&J Security by pinfall in an 8-man tag team match. Let's see. That's it. Let's see some sports. Okay, December 17th, 1984, the Miami Dolphins defeated Dallas Cowboys 28-21. Yep, that was ABC's Monday Night Football. I think that was the final episode of the season finale, I think. And I think that covered, let's see. Now let's go to today's December the 18th. Okay. Today, you already know what today is. Today is a happy 60th birthday to one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Who likes to raise hell, drink beer, and likes to get everybody's ass whipped. Likes to whip everybody's ass. And all of you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about WWE Hall of Famer, Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so, son. Yep, Stone Cold Steve Austin turns 60 today. RVD, Rob Van Dam, One of a Kind turns 54 today. Trish Stratus turns 49 today. Terry Austin, no relation to Stone Cold Steve Austin, turns 59 today. The Messiah turns 40, 45, 40, 47 today. Eric Escobar turns 45 today. And let's see, some wrestling. Let's see some wrestling here today. Okay, on this day, 1994, in WWF Tuesday Night Titans, Mr. Man welcomes to Tuesday Night Titans with Lord Alfred Hayes. Guests will include the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, God rest his souls, Lou Albino, and more. And a little Christmas episode. And they show a little wedding segment here in this episode. Let's see. See what else we got. Let's see what else. See what else. 1994 on WC. Okay, on WWF Wrestling Challenge on this day, 1994, Intercontinental Champion Razor Ramon defeated Scotty Pruitt with a Razor's Edge. Prior to the bout, Jeff Jarrett and Roddy were seen watching Razor backstage on the monitor. Hakushi defeated Scary Scott via countout. Via countout after executing a high flying press over the top floor. Moments later, Hakushi brought Scott back inside the ring after a hit a diving butt headbutt. The version of the match hit on Action Zone featured guest commentator Vinny Palunza. Zenith, alongside Vince McMahon and Todd Pettengill, was preparing for a boxing fight against Humberto Duran January 14th, Hakushi's TV debut. Jeff Jarrett with the Roddy defeated Corey Student was via submission. Mabel defeated Mike Bell. The Heaven Bars defeated Raymond. And J.W. Storm with Dollar Montoya, Man of War, defeated Chris Kanyon. God rest his soul. The Heaven Bars defeated 1-2-3 Kid, defeated 1-2-3 Kid Aldo Montoya. The Heavenly Guns defeated Brooklyn Bauer and Dwayne Gill. Henry Godden defeated an unknown jobber. Intercontinental Champion Razor Ramon defeated an unknown jobber. Jeff Jarrett defeated a jobber unknown. Hakushi defeated Gary Scott via by countout. Let's see, on WCW main event. Okay, on WCW main event on this day, 1994, the Honky Tonk Man versus Steve Collins for WCW Worldwide highlights. Starcade Control Center with promos by Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Hart. Nasty Boys versus Dick Slater, Bunkhouse Sport from WCW Pro. Jim Duggan, Hacksaw Jr. versus Jimmy Rogers from WCW Worldwide. Sting and Dave Sloan versus Kevin Sloan and the Butcher. Let's see what else. See 2004 2004. Paul London defeated Shannon Moore. Hardcore Holly defeated and Charlie Haas defeated Sin and Tony Salento. That's nice Italian. See, yeah, let's see what else. See NXT. Okay, on this day in 2014, on December the 18th, Becky Lynch defeated Bayley. Bull Dempsey defeated Jesus Leon. Baron Corbin defeated Rod Rising. The Ascension defeated Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy with Carmella. Aaron Neville versus Kevin Owens ended in a double countout. Okay, on NXT on WWE Superstars on this day in 2014, Emma defeated Summer Rae by submission. Tyson and Cesaro defeated Los Matadores, Diego and Fernando with El Torito. And let's see. I think that covers it. Got all looks up. So that's it. That's all I had to do. That's my little review for all of you. Everything got all the wrestling history and everything, and sports, wrestling history, birthdays and everything, everything else. And now I'm gonna close out show tonight. All of you tonight with that. So another piece of Christmas music. And I'm gonna close out with another piece of Christmas music called it's called Christmas Through Your Eyes, sung by Gloria Estefan. Oh, get this story. Get the story for all of you real quick. Janelle Grant, spokesperson, responds to report on WWE's Lee Fitting fired by ESPN after years of misconduct. Yeah. So that's it. And now I'm gonna close out the song called this Christmas holiday song sung by Gloria Estefan called "Christmas Through Your Eyes," sung by Gloria Estefan. Okay, close your Christmas to Your Eyes, sung by Gloria Estefan from 1993, I believe. I think, yeah, 93 from her Christmas album, 1993. Christmas to Your Eyes by Gloria Estefan. Since it's Christmas time, it's just right here. I'm the Godfather Soul, just Louis Fleming. It's late shit I say. I like to sing like Chubby Checker, dance like Lionel Richie. I like to get in the James Brown. I like to get in the hot tub. Gonna be sweat. Gonna be dry. Gonna be wet. Referring to Eddie Murphy doing the impression of James Brown on Saturday Night Live back in the early 80s. Early 80s, because I never grew up in the 80s. I was born in 1980, but I grew up in the 90s. I saw reruns of the Comedy Central. So all of you have a good night. It's just time for Christmas. I'm can't break for Christmas next. Christmas is today. Okay, today's Wednesday. Okay, hold on. See, Christmas is. Yeah, Christmas is next Wednesday. I think. Yeah, I think. Is it? Hold on. Somebody see. Wednesday. Wednesday. Thursday. It is next Wednesday, Christmas. So hope all of you have a good night. And here it is to close out the show, Christmas Through Your Eyes, sung by Gloria Estefan from 1993. Since it's just in kind of Christmas, so hope all of you have a good night. Hope all of you have a Merry Christmas. And here it is, Christmas Through Your Eyes, sung by Gloria Estefan, 1993. Good night, everybody. Peace. And happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Oh, that's not it. Wrong one. Okay, here it is.